Hey guys, what's up? What's happening? I got a stand with my phone thing. It's great. I don't have to hold on to my phone. I don't have to do anything like that. It's really cool. Hey Jen, how are you, hon? Oh, what a beautiful day. What a beautiful day. It's raining. It cooled it down some. It's tolerable here. I love it. Hey SC, bro, what's up? Sarah Trapper, what's up, hon? Hi, Futz. How are you, hon?
Why have I been left here to rot?
Love you too, hon. Glad y'all here. Just thought I'd come on live and say hi to everybody. I ain't been on live for a while. I hate to hear that, SC. Hate to hear that, bro. All right, Jen. Hey, Brian. Hey, you got my notification. All right. I was about to text you first. I was about to get off here, go over and text you real quick, tell you I was live. Yes, I did, Odin. Yes, I did. Oh, you didn't get my notification, Brian? I guess you were watching and just seen I came on then. I just came on, Brian, so that was perfect timing. I mean, I just came on. I've been on 2 minutes and 30 seconds now. Damn, my beard's getting long. Ain't as long as some's, but it's getting long. So how's everybody's day going so far? Mine's doing pretty good. It cooled down nice. It rained. It's cooled down nice and everything. Well, then get a hold of your probation officer and ask him what's going on, Brian. Uh, and all. Oh, awesome. Cool, Futz. That'll be great. Stupid thing. Haha, I dropped you. Well, Odin, if that's the case, you need to shave that shit. Or at least trim it up. Well, like I said, I've been getting a hold of the PO and see what's going on, man. If they said it was waived, then it should be waived. It might have just been a mistake on lettering. I've had that happen to me in the past on different things. All right, Sarah, no problem, hon.
I need something to fight.
Odin was texting me, Futz, as we were talking. So, sometimes he does that. You poke ducking with the 6. Hey, Michigan, Florida, what's up? Thank you. No problem, Michigan, Florida. Thanks for stopping by. Uh-oh. She done caught you, Odin. She done caught you. She knows you weren't poking her with a stick. Yeah, I know that got to be frustrating, man. Well, okay, Odin. I can honestly say I wished it was, but it wasn't. So far, a little Odin, but not too bad. But like I said, I wished it was, but it wasn't. Life's been treating me okay, Brian. Not too bad. We'll see what happens. The 17th. That's when I find out if life's going to treat me bad or not. That's when I go to my first court appearance over this bullshit that I went to jail for. You know, so hopefully I ain't got to deal with it much and just go on. Who wouldn't have a crush on Futz? Odin? Oh my God, Odin. But my question is, who would not have a crush on Futz? Okay, spoiled rotten, I can't help you with none of that, bro. Sorry about that.
Demons await my blow.
Yes, Odin is a bad guy, a bad boy. Right, Brian. Hopefully they don't give me the probation part. That sucks, Futz. I'm sorry for that, hon. Hey, spoiled. Go to southeast Missouri, and then you won't have no problem. You probably wouldn't have much of a problem with the horny part. Well, Fudge, I honestly could say I would, if I was close to you, girl, I would definitely date you in a heartbeat. I think you're awesome. You're a sweet person. You're a beautiful person, inside and out, in my opinion. And I would love to date you.
Surely there is someone out there.
So there you have that.
From our aid right now.
Now, what did I do with my? There they are, dude. I swear to God, I swear to God, if my head wasn't attached, I'd lose that some bitch. I lose stuff all the freaking time. Mostly my lighter and stuff. The civil suit has nothing to do with why I got arrested. The civil suit has everything to do with what the lack of anything being done after I was arrested. So and I don't intend to, I really don't intend on taking a plea, to tell you the truth anyway. But my lawyer already told me that the civil suit lawyer already told me that if I did take a plea, it wouldn't hurt what the civil suit's about. So.
Demons await my blows.
So I ain't got no worry about that if I did take a plea. That's what the lawyer told me. So they're still screwed. It's because it's the lack of medical attention after the arrest. It had nothing to do with why I got arrested or anything else like that. The lack of medical attention is what the civil suit's about. And also lack of hygiene attention in the jail is what the civil suit is about. So they said that should not even have any bearing on what the civil suit's about if I did take a plea. I don't intend to take a plea, though. When they have absolutely no evidence and they state they have no evidence and things like that in paperwork. But I'm sitting here looking like all they wanted was a bunch of fucking money. And they found a way to try to do it. Since when does an army taker pull people over? I want to text and talk. If you're near an Air Force base, or not an Air Force, an Army base, they have jurisdiction on the Army base. I don't believe they have any jurisdiction outside the Army base. So, I don't know how the hell they could be pulling people over. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I know that, Brian, and honestly, I don't intend to take a plea. Uh, so. If I didn't do it, why do I need a? Why would I plead guilty to it? You know. They even stated in the paperwork that they don't have any evidence, which they shouldn't have any evidence for the simple fact there's no evidence to be had. So. Carter's little liver pills. There you go, guys. I yawned for you. Ha ha. Everybody's gonna yawn now. Ha ha. You got Genty confused with someone else there, buddy. She ain't no swamp. Hopefully you'll be able to get something about that, Jen. That's weird. That's the problem. There's no proof even that I hit him. That's the problem, because I didn't do it. They have absolutely no proof of it because I didn't do it. And they're trying to say that there was proof. As a matter of fact, one of the guys that said I hit him in the face and hit him on the hand. No, Florida's swamp, but Jen ain't in the swamp. She don't live nowhere near Florida. Hey, Bama Chick. One of them, even on the paperwork, they stated there was no physical evidence to prove that I hit him. The other one, they said there was evidence of a can striking him under the eye and leaving a small red mark, okay? Now, let me throw a full 16-ounce can of soda pop at you and see what it's going to leave, if it's a small red mark or not. Okay, so it's all lies, and they know they lied, and they know there's no evidence because I didn't do it, and there's the truth. So they're all screwed on that. Hey, Steve, 1911, how are you, bro? Boy, you had a controversial topic yesterday. I'm sort of glad I missed that one. That was one we would had to agree to disagree on there, Steve. No disrespect, though, bro. I understand your beliefs, though. I know a lot of people who wholeheartedly believe in you, Steve, and believe in the way you believe about the abortion thing, and all. So, but I know a lot that believe that way. I have no disrespect for you at all on that. Just not what I believe in. There. See, every once in a while, even people that love people, it's and what they got to say. Good, Steve. Good. Because I respect your view. I do. There ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about that. I respect it. Yeah, it was last night's. I think. Yeah, it was last night's stream. Steve did. Brian, go back and take a look at it. It's actually a. It was actually a very good topic. It's a very good discussion. And all. It was an interesting point of view. Also, again, like I said, right, Steve. There you go. I like that song. Just a good old boy, never meaning no harm. They were born. Flattening the hills, straightening the curves. To an extent, yeah, Steve, I would say they might be using it as a population control. The biggest thing is they ain't forcing people to do it, and all. So, and they got a lot better ways nowadays that they can do population control over that. I know that's a lot of high numbers there, Steve, but they got better ways to make it to where they can, if they want true population control, all they got to do is taint our water. Hey, Nuggin, you are not fucking stupid. Now quit that. But Nugget, no, you ain't no stupid woman, by no means. You're a fun woman to be around, and you know better. Small rotten. Yeah. There you go. But get him. But yeah, it was a very, I watched the repeat of it, Steve, and all. I mean, honestly, I do see where abortion can be useful. My sister would have died without an abortion. The way the baby was, it was something to do with the sac, and I'm from Turkey. I've faced sin. it had something to do with the sac, and the baby comes in that embryonic sac, was leaking, and something about some type of toxicity was happening because of it, and so she had to have an abortion, or she would have been dead. So that there are reasons to have it. As far as and honestly, I think a person that's been raped, it should be their choice if they want to abort it or not. You know, I mean, so that's the way I look at that. You know, that I agree with. I agree with you on that, Steve. A birth control method, it should not be used as. I agree. Um, but here's the thing: they do it that way, or they contain our water and make men sterile. So right, that's true, Steve. That's true. But
Benefit from our aid right now.
I agree with you on that. And but there are certain reasons that it should be allowed. Oh yeah, Steve, you're right on that. All right, you're getting a little overboard, Rotten. Oh my God, Rotten. You ain't right. You ain't right. Oh no, Steve, I brought it up, man. I brought it up. You ain't hijacking my stream at all. I thought it was a very interesting subject and a very interesting topic. Hey, Northern Trail Dog, I've been watching them links you sent me, bro. I tell you what, that one in them mountains, oh wow, there's some gorgeous views up in there. But no, you ain't hijacking my stream at all, bro. I brought it up. If I didn't want to bring it up, I wouldn't have brought it up. So, yeah, I mean, it's like with me and Brian getting our heated discussions sometimes about things. They ain't hijacking it. That's just an enjoyable conversation and enjoyable time. Awesome, Steve, because I mean, that's cool, you know, bro, on that. Now, I agree with you on the using it for a freaking birth control. That needs to stop. Any birth control needs to stop. Well, like with China, there for a long time they wouldn't allow anybody to have more than 2 children. You know, things like that. Yeah, I agree about that, Steve. I agree, but and they're trying to do that in Africa. They're trying to teach them about condoms in Africa and things like that, and different countries like that. Um, but yeah, yes, but right, Rotten got to drink it a little. One of these days, fucking liquor is always involved. But Futz, I can tell you now, there ain't no liquor involved with me with what I had to say earlier. Well, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to say. I'm gonna have to say something to that, Brian. You know, uh, uh, I know children today, right here in the United States. Love you too, hon. And right here in the United States and Native American communities that have grown up in what they call poverty. And them kids are proud now today that they grew up the way they did. Um, I know a lot of men and women that grew up in what they called a poverty level because they didn't have all the modern conveniences that we know today. And they're damn proud they did. And they would never change their life from what they lived through. Um, so, so I mean, there you could look at it in their perspective, them people's perspective, that did live that way growing up, with nothing much more than a thatched house to live in, and all. Um, you see, I have to put a little wrench in that one on that, uh, for you, because a lot of people that have grown up that way, a lot of people grew up that way that are dang proud of that they grew up that way without modern conveniences. And people would say, oh, they lived in a poverty level. They lived and they had nothing. They had to go find their food and all that. Uh, I was proud I got to do that when I was growing up.
Why have
As a
you
matter of
left them
fact,
to us?
I'll tell y'all, I grew up without nothing. Okay, uh, uh, but it made me who I am today, and I'm damn proud of what I've become today. So, and the knowledge that I have today. Uh, so and that that's the wrench I got to throw into that. Uh, your idea of what is poor and poverty might not be so bad to someone else, you know. So, uh, it was for me. I agree with that, but I agree with that, Brian. But until the wars are over, and that's going to happen till the wars are over, uh, in them war torn countries you're talking about, and things like that, and the only way to get the wars over is, so it seems like in them countries, is to deplete one side of the battle to where they give up, uh, um, one side of the war until they give up. So, um, you know, I honestly, I hate that for them. No, I don't. But that's why I said that's what you're going to have to look at, though, to get that to happen in a war torn country. Well, thing is, if they start having babies,
Evil
uh,
will not rest, neither should we.
or even cut down on their babies, that could be a problem for people. Yes, I agree. I agree, Steve. Well, I agree with you, Brian, but the thing is, the wars ain't going to stop, and unfortunately, it's going to happen. That's people. Uh, from the beginning of our time, that's been people. we fight. We've been fighting amongst each other since the beginning of time. You know, uh, uh, and having wars and battles. Uh, but that's just the way it's gonna go. All right. Same here. Really and truly, Stephen, I agree with that statement. I'm glad I'm only visiting this planet as well. Uh, because people are screwed up. Humans are screwed up. Um,
This inaction grows tiring.
I agree, Nuckin. I agree on that. But here's the thing also on that, Brian. It ain't just war torn countries that have children that are in poverty and living without things to eat and things like that. I could take you right to Gainesville, Florida. No, Julia's not here. She's at a different house. I'm not on the boat right now either. Uh, right here in the United States. That you heard the TV. My game's talking to me. I got it on pause, but it's talking to me. But right here in Florida, I could take you to Gainesville and show you kids that ain't got shit, living in tent cities, right outside the Gainesville airport. I could take you to West Plains, Missouri, just 15 miles outside of West Plains, Missouri, and show you kids that ain't got nothing. They're living out of a car, barely got clothes to cover themselves with, and things like that. So, I mean, it ain't just war torn countries that have that. All right, Trail Dog, no problem, no problem there, bro. So, yeah, that's what I was just saying, Michigan Mister. Hey, how you doing? Welcome, bro. I can. Yeah, so it ain't just war torn countries we're talking about. We're talking about it right here in the United States. We need to really work on. Honestly, my statements have always been when we could get our problems solved at homes, then we could solve other people's problems, and to and that's what we need to do. That's awesome, Steve. That's freaking awesome, Steve. That's awesome, bro. I don't know that Michigan, Mister. That's one that is eluding me. Oh, you do. That's cool.
Evil does not rest, neither should we.
I hope that happens, man. I hope that happens. That'd be great. That is so funny, Nuckins. If they would just come to your live stream, that would be proven non-fact. See, I grew up, I didn't have the violence part. I grew up in very poor conditions. The violence part, I was very lucky that I didn't have so much of, in my life. So, I'm glad about that. Hey, News Now Cleveland, what's going on, bro? Good to see you. But then again, Brian, if you wouldn't have existed, we wouldn't have had a Brian King. And a Brian King that does a lot of good for our community. And a Brian King that I consider a friend and a brother. I would have never got to know you, and you give me. All right, News Now Cleveland, cool. So if you wouldn't have existed and became the man you were, you wouldn't be able to do what you've done for the community, and then I wouldn't have had a friend and a brother that I couldn't that I respect a lot. So you got to think about all that, And this is the biggest thing you always got to remember. When you take your first breath, that's your first breath towards death. You keep that in mind. What's that, News Now Cleveland? I believe so, Michigan Mister. I haven't heard anything otherwise. All right, GT, cool. What are you looking to accomplish for your filming News Now Cleveland? And guess what, Brian? I know people right now that would love to have your life. Because their day consists of wondering what they're going to eat, if they're going to eat, and living in a tent. So.
I am vexed.
I go to the middle class, is what I do. News Now Cleveland. If that don't do it so good for you, then go to the upper class to see what happens. I know a lady right now that would love to have your physical ailments and everything else, and be in your situation, Brian. I do know that right now, because she has absolutely nothing except for what people give her, a little change here and there, a $20 bill or whatever. she's saving her money to try to dig herself out of the gutter she got in.
Stand about.
But she ain't got there yet. So, you got a lot more than a lot of people. Even with all your physical ailments and all your bad happenings right now, you know, there's other people out there that would love to have your life, believe it or not. That's funny, Spoiled Rotten. That is so fucking funny. I'm sorry. Now that was a good one, Spoiled. Ain't that the truth, Stephen? I just went back up and seen what you said about knucking. Just keep showing your wisdom, amazing personality, and pretty face, and you'll change the world around you. Amen to that. Honestly, Brian King, I don't. But I do know people who do. I don't. I agree, News Now Cleveland. And Brian's a great person. He's always been respectful, always been nice, polite to me, and things like that. And I got his back 100% on anything. You know, he's been helpful to the community. He's been helpful in many, many ways. So he's been a true blessing to our community, if you ask me. Not much right now, News Now Phoenix, but good to see you, bro. We're trying to tell Brian King that he's actually a pretty cool dude, and he's great. He's been a, in my opinion, a blessing to the community in the way he helps people in our community and things. That's my opinion, and I'll stick to my opinion. Because I know a lot of people also share that opinion with me. So, because I got all the wrenches I want. Just saying, put it back out there. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Stephen. Steve Bender. It ain't nothing against anybody that they ain't got a wrench. It's just I got all the wrenches I want. And are you sure your PO's aware of that? Have you called your PO? There you go. See, Fudge has got it right, News Now Phoenix. She don't need no wrenches. She got fistes. Well, Brian, I have gotten letters that have been signed by people, and all they did was not even look at the paperwork. Love you too, bro. You're a good person, and keep up the good work on your videos. I love your videos, bro. I don't think I want Futz mad at me. I really don't. She's always way too happy. So if you actually made her mad to the point she's ready to hurt you, that would not be a good thing. I really do not believe that would be a good thing. There ain't nothing wrong with being bi. Ain't nothing wrong with that at all. I'll be right back, guys. I need a cup of coffee. Oh, shit. I need to make some. Get out of there.
I cannot follow you if they're just standing around.
Doggy. Alright, guys, I'm back. I am back. Alright, spoiled. There you go.
I am vexed.
Hey, you thinking human form trail dog? Okay. You ain't that old, Butch. Come on, girl. You are not old. My God. When you get 80, hey, Knuckin' Butch, when you turn 80 years old, come back and tell us you're old then, okay? Yes, I agree. I agree, Butch is very lucky. I don't have any children. God didn't see fit for me to have children for some reason. I'm sure he's got a reason. I'm not sure. But he never blessed me with children, so. Yeah, I don't understand that at all, Brian. That's a bunch of bullshit. Northern Trail Dogs, oh my gosh. Boy, that there's now Cleveland. That sounds like that's a hell of a house to be in once a month. I bet you once a month you run and hide, don't you? Yeah, 52 is not old, hun. That ain't old at all. There you go, Brian. And I mean, come on, look at look at Steven Pender. Let's take him for example. That man is 52 years young. I'm sorry, that's the only way you can look at freaking Steve. He's always laughing and having a good time. 52 years young. So. You know, I made it 41 years and never gotten married in my life. There you go, Steve. I agree with that statement.
Darkness grows while we stand about.
I have never been married in my life. I went 41 years without being married. All right, Trail Dog.
I am slowly wasting away.
I'm sure, Futz. I'm sure you are because I'm in the same existence as you on that. Oh wow, Brian. That's cool that you're able to stay friends with her too. Your doggy got you, bro. Your doggy got you. I just said, if I was there, Steven Pender, if I lived very close to Fuss, I would be asking her out. I would ask her out in a heartbeat. I think she's a great person and a great woman. But here's something I found out about long distance relationships. Yes, I know she is a great woman. I would love. I would be happy to spend time with that woman. I really would. Yeah, long distance relationships just don't work. I tried to do 2 of them and it didn't work. So that's why if I was closer to her, I would do it in a heartbeat. Because I love, Knuckin' Fuss is fucking awesome, and I'm only speaking the truth. So. Odin got me to blush earlier a little bit, though. That was funny. You ain't kidding, Northern Trail Dog. She is. And very beautiful inside and out. Oh, that's funny. That's funny, Steve. Okay, News Now Cleveland, you be safe too while you're doing your filming, bro. Keep the bears off your tail. Yeah, Scary is freaking awesome. Michelle, that is one awesome woman. Oh yeah, I was there for that, Steve. I was there for that stream. I was lurking. That was funny as heck. You got a little tongue tied even there for a second. Ah, good, Trail Dog. Steve's a good guy. He really is. He's got a lot of. He brings up a lot of different good subjects, and gives you different perspective. Yeah, it was Steve. It was. I was cracking up. He gives you a lot of good different subjects to look at, and he also gives you different options of how to look at it a lot of times, and very good sound options to look at. I love going to his streams. I love listening to him. Yes, you ain't kidding, Futz. You ain't kidding. It blows my mind that you were once a MMA fighter, Steve, because the heart that you have and the way you treat people and the way you are is like you just would not expect a person that used to fight for a living, or fight for prize money would be that way. So you're actually a very awesome person, Steve. You really are. Well, okay, well, look at me, Brian. I've been stuck at 159, give or take 4 or 5 either way, forever. So that could be an interesting match, Futz. You're right. All right. Well, guys, if Jen's going to go live, I'm going to go ahead and shut down the stream and let her go live. And so I'll jump over to Jen's, show Jen some love, and I will talk to y'all later. Y'all have a great day and enjoy your day. I know I am. I got personal time alone. It's great. All right, guys, I'm out.